Good morning, people. It's a very quiet morning here, mainly because the road to our premises has been closed. It's going to be closed for 5 weeks, and it is deathly quiet with that. Hopefully people will be able to get to us. If not, it's going to be very, very quiet. So you've just seen a time lapse of us getting Hope out of the water and me pressure washing it off. Hope. Well, the name's a bit sentimental to me. It is in fact the name of my daughter that sadly died at birth. But anyway, let's not go into that. Sad old times. Let's have a look round Hope. So starting at the back, we've got an array of anodes on here. And I would say this middle one probably wants chopping off because I don't think it's going to last. Awful lot of greenery down the sides. And a lot of rust on the waterline, and it's starting to delaminate, so this is going to want knocking off. There's big chunks of it. This boat has got the added advantage of a nice big fat guard iron halfway down, and the china angle at the back is looking lovely. Like I say, just a lot of rust along the waterline. Moving round to the front again. Nice big fat chine angle here, and again array of 3 different anodes. This centre one is in better condition. I think that one's going to be the one that's the oldest one on the front there that may want taking off. Just very green. Moving on to the port side. Bit of rust here, way above the waterline, and there. This all wants treating really. And again, it's this front anode that's not going to make it another 2 years that wants cutting off. And underneath on this boat, it has got an awful lot of mussels, which means that this boat is standing in quite deep water probably. And if there's mussels on your base plate, it means there's oxygen. Them little fellas can't live without oxygen. I don't think they can anyway. Or oxygen in the water, should I say. So yeah, does the base plate need painting? Not too sure. And as for the fate of these little fellas, over the course of the week they'll start falling off and dying, so we'll no longer be having a free ride, as they say. This boat is only in for the sides, not having the base plate done. We've got more surface rust here, and again there's just no paint left really on these sides. There are a few little spots of electrolysis down the side, but not an awful lot. It's not being eaten alive, that's for sure. Just rust here. Chine angle's good on this side as well at the bottom there. Moving along, just very rusty. These bits like that, not very nice. Want treating. Good old brass outlets. Lovely, lovely. Moving on to the rear. Again, nice big fat chine angle. And again, array of 3 anodes, and potentially that one there wants chopping off. It's not going to make the distance of 2 years. Moving round to the propeller. There's no nicks or chips out of any of those paddles, and there's no play in the bearing there at all. Bottom rudder cup, got plenty of meat round it. It's a big old thing, so see if I can get me hands on it to give it a pull. Minimum amount of play on that, not bad at all. Okay, so Hope just needs a really good clean up with a wire wheel to get all this greenery off. There's an awful lot of it, and I think it's going to be quite tough as well. And yeah, cut some of these old dead anodes off really, make it look pretty. Right, let's get cracking. Okay, so we've been round it with the whizzy wheels, and also Jane has rust treated all along the water line. Cut those old anodes off as well. And again, the anode's gone from the middle. And on this side, I've knocked off all the bits of delaminated rusty metal. I'm just going to put another coat of rust treatment on top of that. Let it dry off, and then we should be good for blacking. First coat. Good morning, people, and the weather is not so good today. I don't think we're going to get much blacking done, so I think I'm going to take myself off on a little adventure. I've got everything I need. Let's go and do something different. We've arrived. A sunny Ventnor farm, though a little bit windy. Get some tools, and we're here to service Mandarin. Well, that escalated quite quickly into something I wasn't expecting. It's May, and that's hail. But this is just a typical British summer, I suppose. Hopefully this will pass over and I'll be able to get back out there and get on with it. It won't be like the high seas. Sunshine's come back out again, thank goodness. After that was a bit unexpected. So fuel filters are changed, gearbox oil's been done, checked, make sure that's all right, tightened up the belts, changed the air filter, bled everything up. So the next thing now is to run it up and get the oil warm. Come back and that's nice and warm. This wasn't the jolly I was hoping for. It's hailing out there. Let's see if it runs. Yep, that's a good one. I've also been asked to do a cheeky little repack of the stern gland while I'm here. Well, that's us all done here. Looks like there's even more of a storm coming in again. Let's get back to the boatyard and see if it's sunshine there. It's nice to see that the team of Ventnor have got a sense of humour. I think we need more of this on the canal network. Poor fella's been there for a while. Unfortunately, I've got to get back to the yard, so I can't help him. Good morning, people. Well, we had a bit of rain yesterday when I was trying to do that service, but this morning, looking a bit drier. We've got Hope with its first coat of blacking oil on, just running the engine up. Customers asked us to do a engine service on that one as well. And Voyager is just waiting for the examiner to turn up to do a BSS, which is a boat safety examination. So basically it's a bit like your vehicle has to have an inspection, usually annually in most countries, and on narrow boats they have to be done every 4 years. This boat, we look after this boat for the owner, so the previous boat safety 4 years ago was done here as well. So hopefully it'll go through and it won't find much wrong with it. Quite often it's silly things like fire extinguishers being out of date and stuff like that. So we'll see. Right, crack on and get my engine service done. Alright, lovely. Got all your work done this week then?
All my work on the docks done this week, yeah.
Just a couple of hire boats to do, that's not much. So, diet's going well, I see. Looking fabulous. But today we still only have one slice of cake. And that's because I'm the one that needs to go on a diet. So that is lemon and date cake. And a couple of coffees. It's back to work, eh? And where are we?
Rebecca's Kitchen, Mockton Farm Shop.
Highly recommended. Good morning, people. Now diesel is finally starting to come down in price, which is good. Right, Hope, all sorted. We got the second coat of blacking on this yesterday, and it will go back in the water tomorrow. But in the meantime, Voyager, the boat that had the boat safety done, failed on a couple of points. The first one being the fuel hose to the air heater down there. This one here, it hasn't got fuel hose written on it, even though it is fuel hose, but for regulations we have to have hoses that say that they're fuel hoses, so that's going to have to be changed. And another one which is quite interesting, which is more on the safety side of things, where the fire blanket's located. It's something that other boaters should think about too. The fact that if your stove should malfunction, or your water heater, reaching here to get to it could well be a problem. So we're going to take that off of there and relocate it over here. Nice and simple, a couple of little jobs. Let's get those done before breakfast. And it's the end of the week, and we have Tia going out on hire. Jane's in there working her magic, and what remains to do this week is to get Hope back in the water.